You don't.
Oh yeah, she doesn't want me to know who she is.
Okay. Good morning and welcome to my live stream. Here we are fighting CPS with Bob Pate, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I want to welcome you all to my live stream. And one of the first things,
I didn't do it.
one of my first things that we can do here is find out how they interact with this live stream. Um, how they interact. So I'm going to put up a banner that talks about how the text messages to me to get answers. How the text messages to get answers. Now, hopefully, this morning, one of my family members is in court, David Halago. He's with Vincent Davis, my attorney, up in Santa Barbara County at the courthouse in Santa Barbara, fighting allegations by his daughter, his 9-year-old daughter, about him as a dad. The wife is gone. She's has a lot of problems and she's gone. So she's not involved in. But the daughter's been staying with her grandmother, and her grandmother wants her away from the father. So they've trumped up charges against him that are not true. So he's going to court to prove him wrong and to get his daughter returned. And so my prayers go out to David Halago. He's from Santa Maria, California. Now, um, welcome you guys who just came into the room. I have a banner that tells you how to type in messages. And all I ask you is to type your first name, your city or county, and the state. Now, if you're outside the United States from another country, which I have a total of 23 countries, including the US, that have talked to me, then put your country. Um, Now, the countries that have either text or called in have been from Indonesia to Bangladesh. I just recently had someone from India call again, so I've had several people from India. The person that called in was an 18-year-old girl who said that her uncle inappropriately touched her. Anyway, she's gone to school to be a doctor, so that was good, and she just came on to get support. And then we go up to the Middle East, and it's Saudi Arabia, and it's Libya. Then we go over to the continent of Africa, and it's Liberia and Sudan, and then the Republic of Congo, then over to Rwanda, then down to Mozambique, and then provinces of South Africa. Then we go up to Europe, to the United Kingdom, it's England, Scotland, Wales, and then we go to Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond in North America, we have Canada, its provinces. And then we have the United States, and all 50 states have called in, including Washington, D.C., the District of Columbia. That's not a state, but they called in. It has special arrangements to be where all the federal people are housed. Anyway, you go south the border to Mexico. Then further south to South America, north of Brazil, on the east coast is Grenada. And then from Grenada to the South Pacific to New Zealand, and then to the land down under, Australia and its states. So that makes up the 23 countries that I've spoken to, and several people from the same country. And I've had one, Leica, a very strong woman in South Africa from the Northwest Province, that has called in numerous times. And she wants to talk to Vincent Davis. So Vincent Davis and myself will help you out with your case. Vincent Davis is my attorney, and he is well schooled, licensed, and educated in the areas of juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. That's what you need to know, those three areas: juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. And that's the one that CPS is going to fight you in. Anyway, Vincent Davis has been doing this for 39 years, fighting CPS and gotten back thousands of children. He's very successful. He's not afraid to fight them. He is a trial attorney. Furthermore, he can do civil lawsuits. When your case is over, if your civil rights or your constitutional rights were violated, say the social worker committed perjury, well, under oath, which my social worker did, you can go against them and get millions of dollars in a lawsuit. Vincent's not afraid to sue CPS. He's won cases both in state court and federal court. He's the real deal. He's the real deal. Now, besides texting a message, you can be a guest. And I want to welcome Bartley. Good morning, Bartley. I want to call in when available. You can call in a few minutes. I'm available. As soon as my number goes up, you can call in, Bartley. Bartley is a mother from Montana who's tried to get her son back at home. Apparently, her partner has turned against her and is creating havoc. He's not even the father of the child, but he's trying to take over because he wants the benefits. Right now, he's got her Social Security benefits, and that needs to be corrected. That needs to be corrected. Uh, so, anyway, to be a guest on my live stream, all you have to do is email me, Bob Pace. That's Bob P at vincentwdavis.com. Bob P at vincentwdavis.com. All you do is say you want to be on one of my 14 live streams. I'm on 10 o'clock Monday through Friday, and the weekends I'm on at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then every night of the week, my second show, I'm on at 7 p.m. So you have 14 to pick from, and all you have to do is write me and say, I want to be on your Sunday morning show, or I want to be on your Saturday night show, or your Friday morning show, or your Wednesday uh, evening show. You just pick one day of the week. And if you want to pick all 7 days, you can. I can take up to 9 people at one time. But it's a chance for you to talk and help out others in the room and help out yourself. So it's a good thing to be a guest. Now, I will write to my show producer, Grace, instructed her to send you a link to get on my software application. I'm on StreamYard that broadcasts YouTube. I'm on StreamYard that utilizes YouTube. StreamYard is what you see before you. It has a special screen. You can do banners. You can make notes. You can talk to people. It's an interactive room. So please get that email into me. Also, the rules are simple. There's no profanity. We do not use the names of children, judges, or the social workers. And we do not eat or smoke on the show. It's very important during this live stream, whether you're right now in the room or going to be as my guest, that it's not for political interests in here. We're not here to talk about politics. We're here to protect our children, to help our children. So if you're one of those people that has a special name with a special message, this is not the place for it. This is not the place for it. I want to see a question or a comment. Text to me on the show. That's the way. And again, if you have uh, a name like numbers or is it a message name or whatever it may be, I can't take the call. It has to be something very constructive. And we're here not to talk about, I mean, God is important, but we're here not to talk about God all the time. We're not here to talk about other matters in politics. We're here to help people get their children back or to stop people from losing their children, stop the breakup of families, because that's what's happening right now. CPS is very corrupt from the top to the bottom of the totem pole. You're going to find that out very shortly. It's all about money. It's all about money. Now, hello, Paul Bendert. Your name is Paul, and I'm dealing with a CPS investigation in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Well, I know where Sioux Falls is. My relatives are from the Rosebud Reservation in South Dakota, the Black Hills. CPS received a call from the hospital. My daughter received medical care after 3 flights with cancer. Wow. First allegation underweight is and was inaccurate. My daughter is 4'9" or 57 with a weight of 8.6 pounds when she was admitted to the hospital. Gave her a BMI in the 25th percent. Okay, that's okay. She's small statue and her weight is okay, um, Paul. And I'm so sorry to hear that. Um, Paul says a social worker reported medical neglect based on my daughter being hospitalized for being underweight. Claim we missed appointments and phone calls from the hospital. You see, social workers are now hiding in the emergency room, hiding in the hospital urgent care. They're trying to get more people for more money. That's how bad they are. Now, all you have to do is document everything. Document everything. Find out where the missed appointments were. Find out the appointments you went. Show them a medical paperwork that you were there. Every time you visit a doctor, they're going to give you paperwork so you can show that you have not missed any appointments. Also, you got your phone ledger, and it will record every call that's made to your phone. Either you make inbound or outbound. Look for hospital phone numbers on there and identify them. They may be numbers calling the hospital, but that's one way you document and prove that you don't have that situation. CPS is corrupt, and they're going to sit there and try to take your children away, which is really not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And so I want to help you, but you're going to have to help yourself. Now, if you have a CPS case, do you have an attorney? Have you hired an attorney? Paul, have you hired an attorney? Also, I want to put my phone number up so people can call in. Bartley from Montana, you can call in. My number is 626 698 0990. That's 626 698 0990. That's a private business line. They'll ring my phone. Good morning, Bartley. How are you? Okay, I know that. I know that. Today is an important day because you got some appointment at 1 o'clock today or something. Oh, it was yesterday. I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Yeah, I can imagine it. How did that appointment go with the social worker? Okay. I saw the pictures, Bartley. I saw the pictures. It does look nice and organized.
of. They broke his leg in February with Kelly. That Thursday, he got to come over.
Right.
And June 3rd, I knocked out the other evaluation.
Okay. And how did you do with the evaluations?
I did great. I just found out though yesterday when the social worker was in the house and my public defender was on the phone listening that she just yesterday was going to send those over to her, to the CPS worker, which should have been sent over a long time ago.
Understood.
I had thought she'd done.
Yeah.
So I have my copies. There's nothing on it that they can use against me. So they wanted to retaliate by saying they wanted me to release, or they could talk to them to collaborate information. And I said the only way I would do that is, and I would, I'll make the appointment as long as I'm in there while you're talking to them, and I can be involved in it too. So I know what's being said. But anyways, we're beyond that point. Now we're at the first documents I ever got called the Mother's Treatment Plan. I received June 2nd, which was the hearing day. Okay, I got that. And then all of a sudden this month, the attorney told me it's been updated and she was going to send me another one. So I received that one September 13th of this year. And I looked at it, and they were the exact same thing. So then yesterday, the social worker said, oh, here. And so I received it September 19th. Was it yesterday or just, was it the 18th yesterday? I can't remember. Whatever yesterday was. Today is the 19th?
Yeah, today is the 19th, yes.
Okay, so I received it on the 18th.
All right. You know what you can do with all these documentations and all these dates? You can make what's called a timeline. And that way you have everything written on one sheet of paper about when things happened.
Before she gave me this Mother's Treatment Plan, a different one that supposedly the only thing that she said was revised in it is the name of the evaluator that I went to. Because I gave her a copy and I did what you said. I lined things out with one line through it and initialed it. Okay? Through the whole thing. And she didn't like that. She told me that I couldn't do that. And she also told me another thing about the education and his medical that I can't do those things either. And I just simply replied with, that is a lie, period.
Well, did you ask the judge? What has the judge told you to do?
Yeah. I haven't got to see the judge till October 7th when that comes up.
Okay.
But
Okay.
what she gave me yesterday is she said it just has the name change only, but that's not what it has. It says in here I'm using methamphetamines, and it says other things that aren't even true. And so she lied to me by saying it was the only thing she changed in it because she didn't want to go over it. Then she handed me this 3-page document that was filed. It says on the top, June 3rd. I received it September 18th yesterday, but it was supposedly filed June 3rd. It's 3 pages, and it's called Order Approving Mother's Treatment Plan and Ordering Mother to Complete It. Now, because I did the 2 evaluations and the other one, it wasn't good enough because they ain't got nothing on me. So now they added me to do parenting classes, right? There's a time limit. The 15 months will be up in March. And so, anyways, now they want that, and I guess it's a 6-week course, I guess. Once a week I can do on the Zoom. I had offered my blood the whole time. They said no, I had to go to their place. Now I can go to the hospital in the next town over, and I can do the blood. They said no. And to test my blood for drugs. And the last sentence on this little page is written real small. It says, completion of a treatment plan does not guarantee return of the child. That's in the little 3-page one she added into the...
Yeah, I know. I know.
That supposedly was just changed to the name of the provider of the eval, but that's a lie when I looked through it, and I haven't lined it out. I want to line it out, and I'm going to take both copies I thought, and these 4 affidavits I wrote up and had notarized at the bank the other day, 5 copies each, and I want to submit them to the clerk office. Can I do that? Because because the attorney's not doing nothing. I called this Montana State Bar, told her I was going to report her. She said, go ahead. And so a couple of days later I did, told her about it, and they're sending me the paperwork to tell them what she's doing wrong. That she's not defending me and helping me correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm at. So I just spit it all out there now. So you know, and you can tell me what you think I should do or what. Because at this point, I just got on the phone with Kelly, and I said, you know, I think the easiest way, I really don't want to do this, but I have been harassed by these people since I was 7. I have 3 children, 31, one almost 18, and my 5-year-old son. And every kid I've had, they bothered me. And I can't handle it anymore. And I wrote the letter June 21st to January 21st, January 25th, when they knocked down the door. So the 21st, something inside me told me to write a letter, and I said, in the statement, I have it, and it says that I sign over all my rights to Kelly, give him full legal and sole custody of my son, who is 18 years old. I was trying to talk to Kelly. He said he only got an hour and a half of sleep. He's tired. I don't want to talk right now. And I thought we could go to the courthouse, and I didn't do that.
Wait a minute. Why would you give him full rights?
Because then maybe the father will stay out of the picture, and these people will leave me alone. I mean, obviously they're not going to give me my son back. The attorney doesn't care. No matter what I said, the whole time that me and the worker were talking, she never butted in to say, oh, Lisa's right, or you can't do that. And then come to find out, she hadn't even submitted me the right stuff. And then wait until September, when it should have been submitted to me in June. That's the whole setup. Because, you know, you have so much time before the 15 months come, you know. And I just don't know what to do at this point. What, keep tormenting myself? I don't want to do that. Keep reliving it every day. I don't want to do that.
I understand.
I don't know what to do at this point. Tell me, I mean, I really don't want to even do that for Kelly, but at this point, I feel like that's the best option, because even if I go and line this out, they're going to complain about it, I'm sure. And even if I do the 6-week parenting class and pass all the drug tests, which I would, I still probably, they're not going to do it. They have some vendetta out on me. They're retaliating on me all the time, and I feel like they're driving me to want to go into the hospital. That's what I told my friend the other day. I feel like I need to go to the hospital, but that's what they want. They would want me to go into the hospital.
Okay.
So they can go see.
All right. Can't you just, I know it's hard, but can't you hold your thing? Have you already written that letter about Kelly getting everything?
Yeah, I did it on the 21st. Something inside me, which I now believe was the Holy Spirit, because the gal came the day before, the one that was the mandated reporter who works for the LEAP program out here, because I was trying to get LEAP help, which out here is for eating assistance. And instead of helping me and my son, she goes and says, and in the report, it doesn't say abuse or neglect. It says she is concerned for the mother and son. But yet they write the thing on October 7th for the status hearing I asked my attorney to do. It says for abuse and neglect. And I go, why does it say that? If there was no abuse or neglect, I told her. She goes, oh, it doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that. I go, well, then why does it say that? Take it out. Oh, no, don't worry about it. That's what she says to me. And I'm supposed to just sit here and take it? So, I mean, what does the person do? You know what I mean, Bob? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the problem being is that you're trying to fold and give up. I know. Yeah. But what you can do is hold the course. Show up and tell the judge. Remember the 4 things I said you need to tell the judge? You remember them? Okay, I know. First one is that you're not guilty. You're not guilty.
Okay, yes, not guilty. That's okay. I remember that. Yeah.
And then number 2 is you want family reunification.
Yep, I said that yesterday to them too.
And then number 3,
That's not even
is that you want to follow what the judge orders, not what the social worker orders.
Okay, hold on. What? Okay, now about that, I got a question about that before you continue. Judge orders. I mentioned that yesterday too. I go after this form here you guys just gave me. When the day that happened in court, afterward, the judge made the decision that my son could go with Kelly, which I was grateful at the time because he was out at the foster care. He wasn't with strangers.
Right.
Right. And then the judge also said I didn't have to do any drug testing, and I just had to do the 2 evaluations. And so I asked him to please get the transcripts. I requested them nicely. And because the private attorney from the criminal case called me up and told me how to write it to him nicely. And it didn't do nothing. Because all my criminal charges are dropped too. See, I don't understand why they're holding. I don't do anything wrong. I mean, and I got the thing was the house was cluttered. I admit that. I am more guilty of that. You know,
but it can be corrected, and you have corrected it. It can be corrected, and it is corrected.
Okay, what's the fourth one? Follow what judge's orders. I asked for the transcripts. They said
That you want as much visitations as you can.
Okay, I asked about that too. And I told them that they also had no right to put my son in public schooling, and kindergarten isn't even required, and that he's a homeschooler. And Kelly and I had talked about this since he was in the womb, that we were going to do this. And they're not going to let me, when he has his surgery, take care of him. And that's also, I said, that is a lie. I just said to him, that's a lie.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not trying to do your guys' job. I said, I'm trying to help my case because you guys aren't doing nothing.
Yeah.
And this is my baby I'm talking about here. And I go, I know y'all need to get paid, and I know y'all have hundreds of cases. And believe you me, I want off your caseload as much as you want to quit hearing from me.
Right.
So to quit hearing from me, I feel I should say, help me. Do something then. Do your job. That's why I decided I'm going to report her. And so now I'm waiting for the paperwork. I called a couple of days ago. Because I don't know what else to do. And so at this point, I just felt like maybe I just should submit those 4 notarized documents that Christina Renoza helped me with a bit. And to submit those. And on October 7th, it was supposed to be where I got supervised visitation, and overnight, me and Kelly made a schedule. Then I told them about the transcripts, what the judge said after, because so that doesn't apply with everything. And they said, no, we can't get the transcripts. That's not allowed. And I said, that's a lie. But every time I say it's a lie, they just say, God, it goes in one ear and out the other, like they didn't hear nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you treat it. So what do? Because you are right. If you don't have an attorney that you can pay money to, good money to, that will actually do it, they don't care. They don't care because they're just getting paid minimal.
Yeah.
And then another thing, like you always say, they do what they tell them to do. And that's the honest truth. And it is wrong.
I know.
It is wrong.
I know.
And the worst thing is, I keep telling them, this is supposed to be in the best interest of the child. And this isn't what you people are doing. You guys are doing nothing but traumatizing and terrorizing and causing detrimental effects on him. He's in the core memory. He will never forget in his mind when this happened.
He won't forget you or your love for him either.
I don't know. I just can't keep doing this to myself. So I thought I should just submit this stuff.
No. You don't submit. You don't submit that stuff there. You don't give him Kelly. Kelly is wrong. He's going behind your back.
Well, if I submit the 4 affidavit and the evaluation, she didn't submit those to the court. She didn't just gave them to the caseworker supposedly yesterday. And the new caseworker, she advised me that all next week, her is on training. Bob, her's going to be in training all next week. See how that works? And then when I say a message, we're busy, or we'll get back to you. So it's like you have no chance. Now, I told this one girl, I thought I ought to go use some drugs if I'm being accused of it. I mean, I'm not going to. But I mean, that's what because I'm doing nothing wrong. And then these parents that do those things wrong get their kids back over and over sometimes, and then sometimes even kill them. And they're doing the wrong thing here. And there's only 2 cases in this whole county, and then I live in a rural area, so they ain't got nothing better to do. If they lose my case, where's their money going to come from? Gosh darn it, now we got to find someone else to get.
Yeah.
That's their opinion.
Right.
So I'm going to submit this stuff. I'll go to the hearing on the 7th. Now, do I have the right to testify, or do I have the right to tell the judge I want her to shut up? I won't say that in court, but I don't want my attorney to be talking when I tell him, Your Honor, I'm not guilty. I want to work for family reunification, and I want to follow what you said on June 2nd on the transcripts, and I want unsupervised visitation and overnight with my son was the schedule me and Kelly made up. Because I even told Kelly, even when this is said and done, no matter what you send to me, I won't take my son from you. Because I feel he's good for my son in a way. But Kelly just got done telling me this morning, well, we're not going to be in a relationship. And I go, I'm not trying to have a relationship with you. I don't want one. I'm fine. I don't want anybody, actually.
Oh, boy.
And so that's all I'm going to think is to submit those things, and then if nothing happens good October 7th, then maybe right after me and Kelly could walk up and I could take that paper that's from that I dated on January 21st, and here you go, Kelly. And then
hold on, Bartley. Bartley, I have to hold on. I need to talk to Paul Ben Dirt. He had called in, and he is has a really hard case that he's trying to get help on. His daughter. No. I'm not saying. Wait a second, Bart. I didn't say that at all. I just need to answer the people in my room. When you talk on the phone, it's great, but I also want to talk to the people that come in here. Maybe you can help them too. He was caught with medical trafficking, meaning that.
My phone might beep because I'm trying to get some energy assistance.
Oh, I understand that. Okay. I guess he's trying to reach out to an attorney, but I don't know if it's a court-appointed attorney or the things. There's been several allegations that he missed appointments or failed to set up appointments for his daughter. We ended up taking her to the ER, and after some time was hospitalized and placed in PICU. Due to her hospitalization, she was no shape to start incontinence. Incontinence. Okay. But they claim we failed to set these appointments up. I'm trying to tell you, your phone records will show you when you talk to the hospital talks to you. Keeping good notes will help. Your paperwork, when you see a doctor, they always give you paperwork. Hello, Tony the Tiger from Ostenago, New York. I'm so glad to see you. I have Bartley from Montana talking about her woes in her case. I also have Paul Burdett here talking about his case. By the way, Paul is from, oh boy, I forgot where he's from. Paul is from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's it. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's where Paul is. Paul further says that, okay, Tony says, just contact my family law attorney. Prayers for my family, guys. Doing GED stuff with my oldest, and then heading up to job interview. Never give up, guys. Right. Tony says, never give up. Again, I say it. It's not over. We lose it over when we quit. So we don't want to quit, Bartley. We don't want to quit. Tony says, I have placement meeting for my kids on Monday. Suggestions, live stream, but it's anything, any advice would be helpful. Well, you want your child now. Is it your son or do you have more children, Tony? You want them with you. That's where the placement should be. It should be nobody else. Is your case over, Tony? I'm confused. Hello, Rocket Man. Nice to see you again. Court appointed attorneys is a setup. Yes, I know that, Rocket Man. I know that. And I think Rocket Man is from Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, hopefully. Paul says, I can wait, no problem. No, Paul, you don't have to wait. You just ask me the questions, I'll help you. Okay, he's from New York, West County, New York. And my brother is from Virginia. That's right. He has a brother that's going through all kinds of terrible times. Uh, Tony says, I have a 17-year-old daughter living with me. I forgot about your daughter. She should still be fine with you. And one more year, she's 18, and you don't have to worry about that. And so, thank you, Rocket Man. And Tony says, um, no far from over in the speak, the more they try to sabotage my life. Understand, Tony, you keep fighting. Okay, back to you, Bartley. Bartley, you got to regroup. You don't want to talk about things that will hurt you. You don't want to give up. You're a loving, caring mother, and you're going to see the judge, and you want to make sure you do everything the judge asks you to do. And if that court, yes, do you still hear me, Bartley?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just want you to do. You have a court appearance coming up. I want you to do everything that the judge promised. Means that the judge asked you to do.
Even though the judge didn't ask this because they won't get the transcripts, I'm going to do it.
Well, then you hand the transcripts. You have a copy of the transcripts and hand them in court.
They told me I can go get them myself and pay for them myself if I want them.
Well,
the attorney wasn't going to do it.
Well, here's what transcripts are we talking about?
The ones from June 2nd after for the mother's treatment plan, where the judge changed some things, like I didn't have to do the drug testing. So this was nothing about drugs.
All right. You go to in the courthouse, there's a clerk's office. You go to the clerk's office and ask for copies. If they say you got to pay for the copies, tell them you're indigent. You don't have any money.
Okay.
You don't have any money. And you fill out a form that says you're indigent. Okay. That means you have no money. And they'll make copies for you. They'll make copies for you.
Okay.
It's your right to have those copies.
Okay. I wrote that down. Okay.
Good.
Now, I want you to tell me the answer to this one. Now, on October 7th, it's the attorney, whatever's going to say she's not saying nothing or saying anything correctly. Do I have the right to, and if I do, how would I interject? How do I say, excuse me, or is that what I say, excuse me, Your Honor, may I speak? And if so, I would want to say, let Your Honor know.
Well, have you told your attorney? Have you told your attorney that if he doesn't perform, you're going to sue him in a civil lawsuit for negligence and report him to the state bar of Montana?
So I told her that. She said, go ahead. And so I did. And I'm waiting for the paperwork.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, then, have you tried to replace that attorney? Have you gone to the public defender's office?
The Montana State Bar tell you you can't.
They say you can't replace the attorney?
Yeah, I said, can I get a new public defender? She said no.
Did you go to the public defender office and speak to them?
No. Would that be what I do next?
Yes, you have to go to the public defender and tell them that your attorney's not performing. You want another one. It's your constitutional right to have an attorney that will defend you. If this attorney's not performing, it's your constitutional right to have one that is performing.
Okay.
I know this is hard because you're not an attorney and you certainly don't know the law.
But let's say none of that happens. I just want to know worst case scenario that I have the right to speak up and say, like, excuse me before it's all said and done. So, Your Honor, I would like family reunification because I'm not guilty and I did everything required of me and some.
The public defender's not saying anything then? So you want to go pro se?
So I wouldn't be able to say any of that if she's next to me.
Well, if your attorneys are representing in court, the only way that you can speak before a judge is to be pro se, and that means you got to release your attorney.
Or can I go on the stand
To do what?
and testify?
Well, you can go on the stand and testify, but your attorney has to call you up as a witness.
Is that a good thing should do in this case? What do you think? I mean, I want your thoughts about.
Well, I don't know this judge. I don't know anything about this judge. I don't know his background. I don't know what cases he's done, and I don't know what his beliefs are.
Okay, well, what do you think about me doing this and submitting those 4 notarized statements from myself and my evaluations, and then go to court on the 7th of October, and from there just pray that get family reunification and unsupervised visits and overnights, and be able to medically care for my son. And
you don't want to put a limit of unsupervised visits. You don't want to go there. You say you want maximum visitation with your son, whether they're supervised or not supervised, whether they're Zoom or not. You want maximum visitation. The word is maximum, meaning like every day. Well, it could be every day, or it could be 3 times.
They can do that?
They can. They could be every day, or it could be 3 times a week, or 2 times a week, or 1 time a week.
But if, let's say they say, oh, it's 2 times a week.
Then I accept that. Accept that. Accept that.
No, but if let's say that they just say 2 just because, but they really could do 7 is what I'm saying. Is that, can they really do 7? I just want to know so I have the knowledge.
Well, they can do that. The judge can pretty much do anything in that courtroom. He's the referee. He's in charge of that courtroom.
But I can't hear you.
It's maybe because your phone. I'm hearing you fine. You're not hearing me?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe your phone is cutting in and out.
It is, because everybody says that Jimmy once in a while.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right.
But there's nothing that says family reunification. And then what does that last sentence mean? And they wrote in teeny tiny writing on this the 3-page thing I got yesterday that was supposedly filed at the clerk's court June 3rd of this year. I just got it yesterday. And the small sentence at the bottom says, completion of a treatment plan does not guarantee return of the child.
Well, they didn't say they said it can't guarantee, but they still leave the door open about returning the child. Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed in the CPS's court of law.
Okay, and how come though in none of these documents is the word family reunification? I don't see that. It just says treatment plan.
Well, because they found you guilty of drugs and being crazy, and now they said in order for you to have your son back, I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying what they say. CPS thinks you're a drug addict. They think you're crazy in the head.
Yeah. Okay.
And so what they're doing. So all you need to do is show the completion certificates, the date they were signed, and so forth. Make copies, have them with you, and submit them to the court.
Now, do I have to bring my own copies, or will the gal print, or do I need to use my printer? Because of the ink is what I was worried about, because it's expensive.
No. What is it you need to provide them? What do you mean?
I want to provide them with my 2 evaluations and my 4.
But that is that's paid by the county. They have to pay the printer to print it out.
Well, I mean, when I walk into the clerk's office, will she make a copy to put in the file, or do I have to bring a copy for her?
I think you have to bring a copy for her to put in the file.
Okay, fine, I'll do that. Okay. So I guess what I'm thinking and what I'm hearing is gonna look through the one, this one that supposedly she lied about, that said, oh, the only thing different is the name change. But it's not. It says I use methamphetamine, and I don't. So I'm gonna do the lying thing, like I did in the other one, initial it, like you said, and give them that. And then I'll do this. I called the lady already twice, yesterday and today, about signing up right away for the 6-week course, because the father submitted, the biological father submitted for a hearing in 6 months. That would make it in March, when this should have been done over 6 months from, would have been November, when my son should be home. Well, actually, he should be home now, because they hurt him. And it says in there, when they need medical care, I'm supposed to be able to provide it, and they're not letting me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to rattle off. It's just like, let's just gotta.
No.
Talk to them.
It's like I don't know why you talk to a social worker. I would just say yes, no answers. You would just say they want you to take the parenting class. You say yes, period. You don't talk about elaboration.
All right. Well, I hope I didn't do nothing more. She was here really an hour.
Well, she probably ruffled her feathers and she's going to retaliate. All the social workers retaliate. I know that they do.
Yeah. And as far as the schooling, what, he just stays in the public school? I mean, I can't go pull him out. I mean,
you can pull them out. Lost my train of thought here. Was there a court order to tell him he had to attend public school?
no.
Okay. How old is he?
5.
Okay. And what are the laws about being in public school?
In Montana, you have to start at report at 7 years old.
Okay. So why are they taking your child and putting him in school at age 5?
Because they know I was homeschooling him and I had everything and it's all set up, and they're not happy about it. I feel like though if I go in the school that they're gonna say, well, we know there's an open case and no, you can't do that, and they're gonna lie to me too.
Oh, they may. You really don't know much until this court date of the 7th.
So just what? Leave him leave it be and just submit my stuff, go on the 7th and go from there, Bob?
I think that's about it, but I would not submit the stuff of giving your rights to your child to Kelly.
All right, I'll wait till at least after the 7th. I'm gonna call again.
Right. Well, I hope you call me many times before the 7th of October because I need to talk to you further about this matter.
Okay.
Now, hold on 1 second. Don't leave me yet, Bartley. Do not leave me yet.
Okay.
The question by we have a question by Rocket, or I'm going to call you Rocky. We have a question by Rocky. How does social workers retaliate? It's easy. My daughter, our social worker was caught perjuring herself on the witness stand. She said some lies. So she told her daughter, who's 12 at the time, you divorce your mom and dad, you change your name completely, you seal your birth certificate, get a new birth certificate, a new social security card, and be adopted by these foster parents. They did all that. And so that's how they retaliate. Or there's a group of social workers in Prescott, Arizona that decided they think it'd be cool if they wore pink t-shirts with the white logo message on the front, professional child kidnappers. And on the back, they put, do you know where your children are? And they parade around to every big store in Prescott, Arizona.
Are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm thinking. You see, this is
I
my,
can hear you. My phone. Okay.
yeah, it's okay. Let's see what Paul Bennett is saying right now from New York. He says, I'm not sure if this applies in every state, but he's from South Dakota. 45 days to investigate either case or have a reason for continuing the monitoring. The CPS worker stated she wants to continue with family plan to monitor. I received this call last Friday at 4:53 on the 35th day I started. I stated we do not think this is necessary. She stated if you don't, she will file a petition with the court to have my daughter removed. So go along with it, Paul. 20 minutes later, I noticed a text from the CPS work stating this. So if you're aware, when I petition the judge, typically they place all the children, not just one, but always up to the judge if they file who they'll take into custody. We would rather much work in home services with you. That's true. That's true, Paul. That is true. Okay, I'm looking at our clock time. It is now 11 o'clock, which means that my live stream has to wind down. I've already gone an hour there. And so I want to thank Paul
Can I say
Bendet.
one thing real quick?
Sure,
I
go
just
ahead.
wanna know.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. I'm going to submit the documents I wrote up and notarized. And I'm going to submit the 2 evaluations and ask for the transcripts before the 7th.
Right. And you got to have copies of all that. You got to submit them to the court. Now you can submit them to the court and they'll give you a receipt that they took the documents. You can do that ahead of time if you want.
Okay.
All right. I'm not going to sign off yet to you, Bartley. I'm just going to do the room in general. Paul Berdern from South Dakota. I want you to come back again tonight. I'll be on at 7 o'clock. Thank you, Rocky, for the words of wisdom there. Tony the Tiger, I want to help you, Tony. Cassandra from New York. Let me see who else. We have Tony. We have Paul and Tony. And then we have, that's it. And then we have Bartley, of course. Barkley 54 is on the phone, and I really want to thank her. You guys got to say prayers for her because she is really distraught. She's all by herself. She has no family members. Her partner turned his back on her and has taken her Social Security money. He's taken the money that Social Services gives for taking care of her son. And on top of that, he's not even the biological father. So, it's really sad because not only is Bartley and Kelly is her partner, their relationship is gone. She is trying to fight him now over her son. So I want you to be strong, Bartley, and don't give up. Think about your son.
Right.
Think about how important your son needs you and wants you and cares for you. Don't give up.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Yeah.
Everybody else for your encouragement.
Yeah, don't forget. I want to thank everybody. I'll be on tonight at 7 p.m. That's 7 p.m. Pacific. It's Friday night football, but I'll be on at 7 p.m. And I'll see you at 7. I want you all to have a good day today. Do not give up. Keep fighting for your children. There'll be a brief video at the end. When I sign off. So with that being said, this is Bartley and Bob signing off. God bless you.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges. Another kid's innocence corrupted, and if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the
last ones left. Put your faith in